Hi folks, I'm breaking with tradition and I am videoing this to send you because I really want to connect with you. I don't hugely like having my photo taken, anybody that knows me will know that, and I certainly don't like making a video, but I've decided I'm going to do this because I want to connect with you in some way, shape or form, and I think this is probably the most successful way to do it. So if you hate it, then let me know, and if you don't hate it, then I'm going to do another one hopefully next week. I've been thinking a lot about what we've been praying into this week, and I wanted to share with you some of the things that I'm really thankful for. I'm so thankful for the faithfulness of God over the last 7 or 8 years as I've worked in first the inner healing ministry and the pastoral ministry in Whiteinch, and then into counselling and into Made for More and into the teaching and the training and whatever else we're doing now. I'm so thankful for the faithfulness of God. We see Him show up in every single aspect of this organisation. We see Him come through for clients all the time, and we see Him come through for each other all the time as well. We have an incredibly faithful God. I'm really, really grateful to Him for each one of you. I'm grateful to Him that you have come to partner with us, that you work with us, that you've chosen to give up your time to see what it is God wants to use you for. Without each of you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here, and I am incredibly grateful for every single one of you and for what you sow into this. I'm grateful for the times that you've stepped out and you've done things that you felt uncomfortable with, but actually that you knew God was calling you to do. And I'm incredibly grateful to be able to see the faithfulness of God in that as He's shown up for you every time you've done that. I told you that I've been camping in the book of Joshua, and I want to read you just a bit of Joshua 4 just now. The place that we've got to in the story is that the Israelites have got to the Jordan River. Joshua's got them all organised. He sent the Levites in with the Ark of the Covenant into the river, and as soon as the Levites step in the river, as soon as they get their feet wet, then the water stops flowing. They stand in the middle of the river and the Israelites walk through on dry land over to the promised land. And Joshua 4 starts like this. When all the people had crossed the Jordan, the Lord said to Joshua, "Now choose 12 men, one from each tribe. Tell them to take 12 stones from the very place where the priests are standing in the middle of the Jordan. Carry them out and pile them up at the place where you will camp tonight." So Joshua called together the 12 men he had chosen, one from each of the tribes of Israel. He told them, "Go into the middle of the Jordan in front of the ark of the Lord your God. Each of you must pick up one stone and carry it out on your shoulder, 12 stones in all, one for each of the 12 tribes of Israel. We'll use these stones to build a memorial. In future, your children will ask you, 'What do these stones mean?' Then you can tell them, 'They remind us that the Jordan River stopped flowing when the Ark of the Lord's covenant went across.' These stones will stand as a memorial amongst the people of Israel forever." Anytime I've thought about that story, I've thought about the Israelites going into the water and carrying out these wee pebbles and making this kind of wee kind of cairn on the side of the river. But I noticed when I read it this week that they had to carry them out on their shoulders. Now, I reckon it would probably look pretty silly to be carrying out a pebble on your shoulder. So I'm thinking that these were sizable boulders that they were carrying out. And so when they put their 12 sizable boulders together, this was quite an impressive memorial that they built that people would see. So it wasn't just kind of this wee hump of stones in the middle of the ground that somebody could miss. It was a powerful big memorial made of all the boulders that nobody was going to miss. And so it would encourage questions. It would encourage people to ask what on earth was going on there, what was that about? And then they had the opportunity to testify to the faithfulness of God. I want to encourage you today to testify to the faithfulness of God. What is it that you are thankful for? Where have you seen His faithfulness as you've journeyed with Saoirse and with Healing for the Heart over the last number of years? Perhaps it's been His personal faithfulness to you because you've been on the receiving end of ministry. Perhaps it's His personal faithfulness to you because He has carried you through sessions when you've thought, "Oh my goodness, what on earth is going on here?" Perhaps you've seen Him faithful in other ways as you've served in this ministry. What are you thankful for in terms of our ministry here? What are you thankful for in terms of Saoirse, of Healing for the Heart in general, of the direction that we've gone, of the things that have happened, of where we've come from, of what we've been involved with? What are you thankful for, and where do you see God's faithfulness? I would love you to pick up your stone today and to leave a comment here in another WhatsApp, send us a message on the group WhatsApp here and tell us what it is you're thankful for. You can write that message, or if you've never done it before, maybe now's the time to step out. I'm doing the video thing, maybe you should do the audio thing. You can press the wee button on the message and record your message and send us the recording of the message so we can all hear what it is you have to say. Whatever way you choose to do it, please pick up your boulder, pick up your rock, pick up your stone, and tell us what it is that you're thankful for and where you've seen the faithfulness of God. And let's start off this 40 days of prayer by building that memorial that we can look back at and that we can see. I'm hoping to drop in again next week so that we can have another conversation, albeit one-sided, about where we're at with our praying stuff next week. I'm so glad you're partnering with us in this. There's something quite significant about doing this just now, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what God is going to continue to do.